Good morning and a very warm welcome. You're watching the Breakfast Rundown on TV1. I'm Therunee Karunaratne, and as always, we're coming to you live and direct from our Newsfirst studios here in Colombo. This morning too, we're ready to bring to you details of all the top stories from both here at home and around the world. Do stay tuned with us for the news in detail. As always, we start off with news here at home. Former President Ranil Wickremesinghe, who has been in remand custody since last Friday over allegations of misusing over 16.6 million rupees in public funds for a private overseas trip, is due to be presented before the Colombo Fort Magistrates Court today. However, the Department of Prison stated that a medical report required to facilitate his court appearance has not yet been received. According to Dr. Rukshan Bellana, Deputy Director of the National Hospital of Sri Lanka, Wickremesinghe is still undergoing treatment in the intensive care unit, and a medical report confirming the need for continued care has already been issued. He further noted that he was instructed to forward this report to the court. Now, prison spokesperson Jagat Veerasinghe stated that due to Wickremesinghe's health condition, it is unlikely that he will be presented before the court today. He added that a final decision would be confirmed this morning. Meanwhile, Dr. Rukshan Bellana stated that only family members and individuals approved by Wickremesinghe's family are allowed to meet him. All others are restricted from visiting and may only come as far as the ICU entrance. The Department of Prisons further noted that special security arrangements have been put in place for the former president during his hospital stay. Wickremesinghe was arrested in connection with an ongoing investigation under the Offences Against Public Property Act. The investigation relates to a private overseas trip allegedly undertaken on the 22nd and 23rd of September 2023 using public funds amounting to 16.6 million rupees. Meanwhile, the Bar Association of Sri Lanka has issued a statement condemning recent comments circulating on social media and other platforms that pertain to matters under the purview of the Judicial Service Commission and the Judiciary. The BASL reaffirmed that both the Judiciary and the Judicial Service Commission are independent institutions. The Judicial Service Commission, comprising the Chief Justice and 2 senior judges of the Supreme Court, holds authority over the appointment, promotion, transfer and disciplinary control and dismissal of judicial officers and scheduled public officers, including High Court judges. The BASL emphasized that the independence of the judiciary must be safeguarded against any form of external threats or interference, particularly those arising through social media posts, public commentary or speculative claims by individuals on platforms such as YouTube regarding ongoing cases. The Bar Association of Sri Lanka went on to note that such acts undermine the rule of law, threaten due process and have the potential to erode public confidence in the administration of justice. In light of this, the BASL drew attention to Article 111 C1 and 2 of the Constitution, which contain penal provisions concerning interference with the judiciary, indicating that legal action may be taken against the individuals who engage in such conduct. Meanwhile, President Honorable Kumara Dissanayake emphasized that when the government allocates funds to ministries in a timely and appropriate manner, the failure to utilize these provisions efficiently within the specified period becomes a serious concern. The President made these remarks during a special budget review meeting held to assess ongoing projects implemented under the 2025 budget allocations for the Ministry of Urban Development and Housing and to discuss preliminary preparations for the upcoming year's budget. President Dissanayake highlighted the importance of prioritizing the needs and preferences of the public when implementing housing and construction projects, as well as during urban planning. He noted that arbitrary construction projects carried out by previous administrations without community consultation have resulted in numerous government buildings across the country that are underutilized or completely abandoned. The discussion also covered a wide range of sectors, including urban and rural housing projects, urban development initiatives, city planning, waste management, environmental protection, water supply and sanitation projects. According to the President's Media Division, the President also reviewed the current progress of projects being implemented under these sectors across all provinces of Sri Lanka. Now, during the meeting, it was revealed that 18 bridge construction projects initiated under the Hambantota district under the Ministry of Urban Development and Housing have been abandoned midway. Now, as a result, temporary roads used in place of these bridges have become muddy and nearly impassable, causing severe hardship to local residents. President Dissanayake instructed the officials to explore the possibility of completing these abandoned bridge projects. He also directed them to ensure that at least 5 of the most essential bridges are completed within this year. Now, Sri Lanka's export sector has demonstrated commendable and steady growth during the first 7 months of 2025, according to the Export Development Board. From January to July 2025, total export earnings amounted to $9,992.53 million, marking a 7.79% increase compared to the same period last year. In July 2025 alone, export earnings from goods and services stood at $1,641.11 million, reflecting a 12.68 year-on-year increase. Chairman of the Export Development Board, Mangala Wickremesinghe, stated that these positive results underscore the effectiveness and strategic initiatives aimed at strengthening the export sector, expanding international market access, and improving global competitiveness. With that, let's move on to more local news this morning. A unified timetable system for both Sri Lanka Transport Board and private long-distance buses was officially launched from midnight yesterday. In its initial phase, the new schedule is being implemented for buses operating from Colombo to Jaffna along the Putlam-Chilau route. This system operates from the Bastian Mawatha bus terminal in Colombo Fort, aiming to streamline operations and reduce competition between state-owned and private buses. Deputy Minister of Transport Prasanna Kumara Gunasena stated that the unified timetable system will be extended to all major routes across the country by the end of next year. This initiative marks a significant step towards improving efficiency and coordination in Sri Lanka's public transport sector. Now, a shooting incident was reported last night along the Vijayagrahi Mawatha on Mathura's Beach Road. Police say the incident occurred at approximately 11 p.m. and was believed to have targeted a business owner in the area. No injuries were reported in the incident. Police said that the shooting was carried out by an individual who arrived in a car. A pistol and several rounds of ammunition that were used to carry out the shooting were recovered at the scene. Investigations into the incident are underway. With that, we move on to your weather forecast for today. The Met Department says that showers or thunder showers may occur at a few places in the Uva province and in the Ampara and Batiklo districts after 2 p.m. today. A few showers may occur in the western and Sabaragamo provinces during the morning. Mainly fair weather will prevail elsewhere over the island. And as always, the general public is requested to take adequate precautions to minimize damages caused by temporary localized strong winds and lightning during thunder showers. With that, let's move on to international news for today. According to the Hamas-run Health Ministry, at least 20 people, including 5 journalists working for international media, have been killed in an Israeli double strike on Nasser Hospital in Khan Yunis in southern Gaza. The journalists had worked with Reuters, AP, Al Jazeera and the Middle East Eye. The World Health Organization's chief said 4 health workers were also killed in the strike. Footage of the attack showed a second strike hitting rescuers who had arrived to help those targeted by the initial attack. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu called the incident a tragic mishap and said military authorities were conducting a thorough investigation. The latest deaths brings the number of journalists killed in Gaza since the start of the war there in October 2020 2023 to nearly 200. According to the Committee to Protect Journalists, or CPJ, a leading body which promotes press freedom, the war in Gaza has been the deadliest conflict for journalists ever documented. It says more press members have been killed there in the past 2 years than were killed worldwide in the prior 3 years. International journalists have been banned by Israel from entering the Gaza Strip independently since the start of the war. Some journalists have been taken into Gaza by the Israeli Defense Forces under controlled access, but international media outlets rely on local reporters for much of their coverage in Gaza. Coming up next is your sports news for this morning. Sri Lankan weightlifter Lanka Isurukumara has claimed the bronze medal in the men's 60 kg weight category at the Commonwealth Weightlifting Championship held in India. The championship featured competitions across junior, youth and senior categories. Lanka competed in the men's 60 kg senior event, where he successfully lifted 111 kg in the snatch and 138 kg in the clean and jerk. With a total combined lift of 249 kg, Lanka secured the bronze medal in his category. Meanwhile, fellow Sri Lankan weightlifter Nipun Shehara participated in the boys 60 kg youth category at the same event. Nipun lifted 95 kg in the snatch and 15 kg in the clean and jerk, totaling 210 kg. His outstanding performance earned him the bronze medal in the youth division. Well, that brings to a close this morning's edition of the Breakfast Rundown on TV1. I'm Therunee Karunaratne. Thank you for joining us this morning. Do join us tomorrow as well, same time, same place, for more of the very latest from here at home and around the world. Take care. Have a wonderful day ahead.